Hello guys, my name is Gianni Joseph. I'm the D tackle for Westminster Titans. Up next is Town Sports. Get your popcorn ready because you don't want to miss it.
Welcome back into Titan Town Studios. Jacob Rhoades alongside my partner Braylon Juzak for this episode of Titan Town Sports. This episode fully packed with the Polar Plunge, an event for the Special Olympics, little golf fun putting competition, and some words from the new interim head coach, E.J. White.
Peyton Mel and RJ Scott had the opportunity to talk to the new interim head coach about how the season went and what's there to look forward to coming up in 2026.
Recently, I got to sit down with head coach E.J. White, recently hired for the Titans after picking up after head coach Scott Benzel, who was here for 12 years. I got to ask him questions, got to see what he was feeling, and also got to see what he's going to do with the rich history that the Titans have shared throughout the years. I'm here with head coach E.J. White, named new head coach of the Westminster Titans, and me and him kind of have some mystery. He was an offense coordinator here when I was a player. Coach White, how are you today?
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me.
Exciting few weeks for you. I mean, it's been, up and down, whatever, roller coaster ride to say the least, but, finally named interim head coach. How does that just feel overall to start off?
Yeah, I think the big thing, it feels great, obviously, but getting to be able to be a part of the Titan family at least another year and be able to kind of give our guys a little bit of guidance now that we've kind of solidified some of the staff and obviously still finalizing some of that, but having those guys gain an understanding of who's going to be in the building, and maintaining our goals and kind of attacking this spring. On the offensive side of the ball, we bring back two quarterbacks who are, two of the more talented quarterbacks that I've ever coached. They both bring different things to the table, and so they both run different offenses. And, our job is to build around those guys, build around our offensive line. I think we have the ability to be explosive again this year. The guys that we're bringing back, the guys that we're bringing in are very talented. Very excited to have those guys in the building, being able to kind of learn and enhance their skills this spring and hopefully, enhance the offense next year.
What does success just overall look like for you just in this first year?
Our first goal is to win a PAC championship. What I'd like to just see from this group, though, is just us grow and mature from a year where we lose our head coach of 12 years, we lose our defensive coordinator of 9 years, two guys who are big staples in the recent history of this program, and being able to not lose a step. I don't want to restart. We believe that we have the guys in the building to compete immediately, and so being able to do that, I think, is huge.
How do you maintain, put your stamp on it while also maintaining the tradition of Westminster College?
I think one of the nice things is Coach Benzel set a standard here, and I really respect everything he's done here. His win percentage, his wins, losses, all that is remarkable, coming here and doing the things that he did. And so, you don't want to just change everything. All you want to do is build off of that.
Did you expect this by any means?
No, this was highly unexpected. One of the things when I got here, obviously, like you said, all the great things about Westminster football, the history, the alumni, the storied programs, that was all something that played a major role in me wanting to come here as an offensive coordinator. You don't expect them to just up and leave after a year, and so it was highly unexpected, but it's something we're excited about and ready to move forward with.
Well, thank you so much, Coach. I appreciate it. Best of luck this season. I'll be there rooting. I'll be watching wherever. I'm very excited to see where you take this team, especially offensively. Like you said, very efficient offensive coach, and the reins are now yours, Coach, and I cannot wait to see how the ball falls.
Yep, I appreciate it, and go Titans.
Thank you.
New interim coach E.J. White, a very successful coach for Westminster and other offenses. Also, as a player, he threw for over 10,000 yards and rushed for over 2,900 at his time at St. Francis. Not the PAC St. Francis over there in Illinois. The 2011 Mid-States Football Association Player of the Year and a two-time NAIA All-American. So he can do it both as a coach and a player.
And one of E.J. White's players that he will be coaching next season is Gianni DiSora, the dual sport athlete for Westminster lacrosse and Westminster football. Let's talk more about that.
From the football field.
Titans! Oh, it doesn't matter who's back there. Gianni DiSora with a big touchdown return on the punt run back.
To the lacrosse field. Freshman Gianni DiSora is a two-sport athlete for the Westminster Titans, wearing number 29 on the football field and 41 on the lacrosse field. DiSora talks about how busy life can get balancing both sports at the college level.
Being a multi-sport athlete, I've always been go, go, go. So I've never really had time to sit down and mentally prepare myself for the next sport.
DiSora talks about the different challenges he faces when switching between sports, from adjusting to different play styles.
I would definitely say the biggest challenge going from football is the endurance. Football, after every rep, I can take a break and kind of calm down. But lacrosse, if I don't clear the ball, I'm stuck on defense and I have to go full speed 24/7.
DiSora explains how some of the skills he uses on the football field translates over to the lacrosse field, helping him stay physical and react quickly in both sports.
I would say the cutting and being a punt returner, the speed, trying to hit the holes and getting through all the gaps and stuff is the same as lacrosse, clearing the ball. You kind of have to get through a lot of guys trying to take the ball away from me, so getting through that, and then definitely the physicality.
DiSora talks about which team brings the better celebrations and the energy behind them, hyping up the team.
I would definitely say lacrosse because we have more opportunities to score, so it gives us more of a chance to get more creative with it. But the lacrosse team's always screaming and they're always getting loud, but at the core, both teams are very dedicated and wanting to win a PAC championship.
I'm Seth Carroll. Let's send it back to the desk.
Gianni DiSora, a two-sport athlete here at Westminster. Just one of many we have. He had that also iconic 83-yard punt return back in October versus the Teal Tomcats, and then that won him the PAC Special Teams Player of the Week. Recently just scored his first goal in lacrosse against Bethany for the Titans, and now he's part of that defensive midfield unit that they have going on.
Absolutely. Trying to do a little bit of both on the gridiron and on the lacrosse field. Now heading to track and field, talking about pole vaulting, a highly technical track and field event, talking about Coach Bradi Rhoades, a 15-plus year coach here and a founder of the Vault Shack, which Westminster College uses for training in his own personal business as well. A 6-time all-conference pole vaulter at Slippery Rock, Ben White got to catch up with Coach Rhoades.
For over a decade, pole vault has been a major strength at Westminster College, and behind that success is a coach who's helped take the event to new heights, Coach Bradi Rhoades. Now in his 18th year at Westminster, Rhoades has coached 29 PAC champions, 18 All-Americans, and 2 national champions in Marissa Causey and Emma Rudolph. Coach Rhoades' coaching style is simple, as pole vault can be a complex and stressful event as every little detail matters.
Well, my coaching style, it's not super unique, right? But I do believe in being very positive and making sure that whenever we are working with athletes and we're making corrections, we're doing it with a positive mindset and not just tearing people down and telling them what they're doing wrong. Because we are doing a very complex sport. I mean, there are so many little things that matter here in our event, and so we have to be building each other up and working together in a good coaching relationship that they can trust me. And the way that they're going to trust me is if I'm positive.
He's established himself as one of the top pole vault coaches in the country, but for Rhoades, pole vault is more than just an event. It's a lifestyle.
It's just what I do. It's part of my life and part of just everything that I think about when I try to sleep. This is in my head. When I wake up, this is what I'm thinking about when I'm drinking my coffee. And it's just it's changed my life and it saved my life, and I just feel like the longer I can stay with it and the better I do at helping each kid that walks in my door, it's just what we're supposed to do.
And he's continuing to shape the future of the event through his own business, the Vault Shack, a private pole vaulting training facility he founded and operates.
I got myself into a situation where coaches were asking me to come and work their camps, and I started doing that. And the biggest problem that we would run into was weather. And we also couldn't train year round. And Pennsylvania, we were really struggling because the rest of the country has training facilities and we don't have indoor tracks here in Western PA. We didn't have places to train indoors. So I knew this is something that I wanted to do. And so then whenever I started coaching at Westminster, I started looking for property and I couldn't afford anything. And sure enough, during the pandemic of all times, an opportunity of a lifetime presented itself, and was fortunate enough to have the support of my wife, and we just went for it. And it was really cool because it was a dream that started when I was 10 years old, and the dream started because I was somewhere else in my life, and I had this sport that just transformed everything for me. And I just wanted to make sure that I could give back and, meet great people and, hopefully help one person the way that I've been helped.
Whether it's on the runway at Nationals or inside the Volt Shack, Coach Rhoades continues to raise the standard and the bar for pole vault at Westminster. For Titantown Sports, I'm Ben White.
Bradi Rhoades has been bringing success to Westminster in pole vaulting, a ton of success over the past years for the Titans, and I mean, he seems to be a very well-rounded guy, has his own business, helps out with the team. I mean, what more can you ask for, Rhoades?
Absolutely, and talking about a well-rounded team for Westminster, golf at Westminster College is a very successful sport. The women going for their 8th straight PAC title. Last year, the men finished in 3rd. Tyler Hager took home a first-team All-PAC honor. Elian Asensio, second team, and Gavin Batdorf, honorable mention. The women finished 3rd at the Pennsylvania Classic, and the men finished 9th recently. I got to catch up with Katie Rose Rankin and Connor Ealy for a little fun putting competition.
Hello, my name's Connor Ealy. I'm a freshman on the men's golf team. Today we're here to do a putting contest with
Katie Rose Rankin.
So how it's going to work, we're going to basically play like horse and basketball, but we're going to play putt in golf. So if you miss and the other person makes it, you get a letter. First person to spell out putt is the loser.
You are the one that...
Bang! Come on!
Ooh. Oh no. So if I miss this, you ask me a question?
Yes, and you get a letter.
Oh no.
Break. That's going to be a P. That's going to be a P. You can call me PAC Player of the Week for that one. So my question to you is, what was it like coming from such a big high school at North Allegheny to coming to a small campus like Westminster?
So coming from North Allegheny is a very competitive school, so I already had that competitive mindset coming into a smaller campus. But what I didn't know coming into a smaller campus is how much recognition I would probably get. And it's been a wonderful experience just being able to share my story and being on the women's golf team here.
Perfect.
That's a 2-putt on the course though, so
Yeah,
I'll take
yeah,
it.
that is. Come on. Come on. 2 for 2. So Katie, you guys have obviously won 7 years in a row, looking to make it number 8 this year as the leader on the team. How do you keep that mindset to keep pushing for 8 in a row this year?
So just thinking about the past athletes that have been part of the women's golf team, I'm trying to keep their legacy alive. And also just doing it for myself and my teammates, because the PAC means a lot to us just in the sense that proves that golf is a sport that we can keep carrying on and make an impact with other sports.
Aaron Rodgers. Break.
Or make it there. What the heck? I'm just getting mad.
So, Katie, last year you were PAC Player of the Year. Your freshman year, you were PAC Newcomer of the Year. What do those awards mean to you, and what's the practice look like that you put in to get there?
Being PAC Player of the Year, it's just as inspirational to me than I'm trying to make it for other players too. But it's really nice to know that PAC gives out these awards to people that are working so hard for their sports. And yeah, hopefully for a third time in a row.
Yeah. Oh,
Nice shot.
what? Are we serious? Wow, that was some higher power on your side right there. Yeah.
Right, Connor, being a part of the men's golf team and already having a busy schedule, what made you want to be a part of the broadcasting team?
Yeah, I just saw all the great work that they do, and it's really impressive, and just always something I wanted to be a part of. It's something I've never done before, so I'm always looking to try out new things, and I did it a couple of times and absolutely fell in love with it. And yeah, it's just something I want to do for the rest of my life. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. That's how we put the pressure on. That's how we put the pressure on. Now the nerves are high.
See, this is just like walking onto the 18th hole. We're one back, about to win PACs, but not really, and this is going to win the whole thing, right?
Yeah, and you're feeling really nervous.
Hands like shaking like this.
Shout out Jameis Winston, EAW.
I don't know what that means.
So this is Katie's golf ball with a lightning bolt on it, a TaylorMade #1. I understand that there's a little story behind this in your scorecard holder. You want to tell us about that?
Yeah, so growing up, I played at Diamond Run Golf Course, and there was this guy named Mickey, and he sadly passed away during COVID, but they hold an event for him every year. It's called the Mickey Invite, and growing up, he was one guys that really took in a liking of my game and really helped me just find who I am in the golf world. So I rep him every tournament I play, and my scorecard holder, I stick it in my back pocket and says the Mick, and everyone doesn't really understand it, but there's a story behind everything that I kind of do for this game, and he always helps me during my games.
Well, somehow I won. I want to say thanks to Katie for coming out and doing this today. The men's next golf tournament is Monday at Teal College, and on the women's side,
we're playing the Greenbrier White Course in West Virginia on the 6th and the 7th.
Once again, thank you guys for watching. Go Titans. We'll send it back to Jake and Braylon at the desk.
Always a fun time to head into the Bill Rankin Golf Center. Got to do a WCN Cribs, kind of show off the facilities there. Connor and Katie, always great to have on camera. What a fun competition.
Kind of a hidden gem here on our campus here at Westminster College. And High School of the Week brings us to Sharpsville, Jacob.
Absolutely. Sharpsville area high school located in Sharpsville, Pennsylvania. Home of the Blue Devils, a hard-nosed football program there for the Blue Devils. His freshman year, head producer Ben Kelly's first ever radio game, a 49-42 thriller against Wilmington. Sharpsville led 21-0 at half, ended up winning that one there. Make, normal appearances in the D10 playoffs.
Oh, yeah, I mean, and speak about football, speak about a lot of things. I mean, Sharpsville's softball team, back-to-back District 10 Class 2A champions. I mean, seems to be a lot of success coming out of there.
Absolutely. Lily Stenman and Derek McClafferty have more on Sharpsville.
Titan Town sports fans, my name is Lily Stenman, and this week we're heading to Sharpsville High School to highlight the Blue Devils as our High School of the Week. Sharpsville High School graduated its first class in 1884, and since then it has remained a staple part of the Hermitage community for well over a century. With a rich history and strong sense of tradition, Sharpsville continues to play an important role both in and out of the classroom. Athletics are a big part of that identity, with football standing out as one of the school's most recognized programs. Over the past 5 years, the team has put together 3 winning seasons, showing steady growth and competitiveness. Leading the way, its longtime head coach Paul Piccarelli, who has dedicated more than 30 years to building and sustaining the program. In recent years, Sharpsville football has also embraced change. In 2021, Sharpsville and West Middlesex combined to form a co-op team, allowing both schools to continue competing at high level while sharing talent and alternating home field locations. But football isn't the only sport making an impact. Women's wrestling has quickly become one of the school's most successful and rapidly growing programs. Over the years, the team has built a reputation for toughness, discipline, and determination, consistently developing athletes who are able to compete at a high level. This season was no exception as the program continued its upward trajectory by sending competitors to the PIAA Championships in Hershey, Pennsylvania. Competing on that stage not only highlights individual talent, but also reflects the strength of the program as a whole and the work being put in behind the scenes. That momentum carries over onto the hardwood as well. Sharpsville's boys basketball team has proven to be a competitive group, finishing with a 6-6 conference record this season. Facing a challenging schedule, the team showed resilience in close games and the ability to compete with some of the top programs in the area. Their balanced performance throughout the season reflects both strong teamwork and a growing confidence within the program. As they continue to develop and gain experience, the foundation being built points towards even greater success in the years ahead. Altogether, Sharpsville's combination of tradition, adaptability, and rising athletic success shows that the Blue Devils are not just honoring their past, but continuing to build a strong future. This has been another edition of High School of the Week, highlighting the Sharpsville Blue Devils. For Titantown Sports, I'm Lily Stedman.
Louis Stedman and Derek McClafferty with High School of the Week with the Blue Devils from Sharpsville. Great job each and every week from those two.
Absolutely a consistent segment. Now heading to our High School Athlete of the Week, we're taking a trip to Laurel High School, Maryland, talking about Lexi Geiwitz. She broke a 26-year-old school record with a discus toss of 123 feet and 9 inches. The previous record was held by Nicole Downing-Pauline. Lexi now owns both the shot put and the discus school records, a PIAA gold medal winner in the shot put with a throw of 41 feet and 2 inches last season.
Laurel's got themselves a star for sure with shot put and discus, and Westminster softball took on Hiram this past Sunday, ended up sweeping. Let's look more into that.
Westminster softball continuing the winning streak, sweeping Hiram in the PAC. Braylon, you got to call that game.
Yeah, that was a big sweep. Both teams headed into that affair 4-0 in conference and tied for the #1 spot in the PAC, but ultimately the Titans did come away with a 3-1 and 3-0 victory to now raise them at the top of the PAC standings.
Absolutely. And in that game, time to talk about our Westminster College Athlete of the Week pitcher, Cheyenne Piper. Cheyenne Piper, the most dominant pitcher in the PAC. Career high 15 strikeouts last year against Teal, a career 1.78 ERA through over 200 career innings, 2 earned runs in her 24.2 innings of PAC play this season, and 10 career shutouts in her 28 starts.
Yeah, back-to-back PAC Pitchers of the Week for Cheyenne Piper. She is no stranger to that award at all. Last year, PAC Pitcher of the Year and Freshman of the Year. But there's been more success than just softball around spring sports, and we'll take a deeper dive into that.
Spring in full swing as the Titans softball and baseball teams headed to Latrobe on Sunday to face the St. Vincent Bearcats. On the softball side, the women continued their unbeaten PAC campaign with a sweep in Latrobe with Pitcher of the Week besting Newcomer of the Week. Game 1 was called after 5 innings, with the Titans exploding for 9 runs on 9 hits. Morgan O'Brien knocked a 2 RBI double in the top of the first to score Sam Levac and Faith Jones. With that 2-0 lead, the Titans never looked back. Cheyenne Piper went all 5 innings, allowing 4 hits and punching out 3 batters. It was her second straight shutout win and 3rd of the season. Game 2 saw Ava Carpa fire her 4th 3-hit game of the season, going 3 for 4 with an RBI, while Lily Jordan launched a 3-run homer to right field in the top of the 5th inning. Newcomer of the Week, Emily Dudenhofer, dropped a 2-run single to right in the bottom of the 5th, but the run support and strong team defense led to Natalie Davis's 6th win of the season. The Titans have won their last 8 games and sit atop the PAC standings with a 2-game lead over Bethany and Geneva, and they can distance themselves even more with a doubleheader at Bethany on April 2nd. Also unbeaten in PAC play, the Titan baseball team traveled to St. Vincent, tied at 1 in the top of the 5th. Small ball led to Westminster scoring 3 with a Nate Demchek single, Aaron Jones sacrificed fly to center, and a Jack Strausser single to right. Demchek and Jones both tallied 3 hits as the Titans added on 8 more runs as the Titans took Game 1 12-2. The second half of the doubleheader saw a 5-run offensive explosion in the first inning, capped off by a Nate Demchek double to score Parker Lyons and Braden Ziegler. That gave starter Josh Reed more than enough run support as he threw 103 pitches for a complete game, only allowing 1 hit, striking out 7 batters, including a 14-straight batter retirement to earn his 2nd win of the season. That performance earned Reed PAC Pitcher of the Week honors. Westminster is tied for first in the PAC with W&J and Allegheny. They hold a 2-game lead with 4-2 Geneva, and they look to distance themselves on April 4th as they host Geneva before hosting fellow 1 seeds W&J. 2 St. Vincent sweeps for Westminster, proving that Latrobe Diamonds are a Titans' best friend. Back to the guys at the desk.
Been a lot of winning going on for the Titans here. As spring rolls around, spring athletics, no joke.
Absolutely. Now time for Titan Town Trivia. This week's question has to do with little track and field action. Who is the 8-time Division III All-American pole vaulter who set a championship meet record in 2017 by clearing 4.22 meters and later qualified for the 2024 U.S. Olympic Trials? Braylon.
Jacob, I have no idea where my record's sitting at right now, but it's not going to go up because I have zero idea. I think I'm going to go with A, Marissa Kelsey-Thomas.
Braylon's going with A. Let's see what the correct answer is. And Marissa Kelsey-Thomas.
That is huge.
That's huge for the record for Braylon there. Recently inducted into the Westminster Hall of Fame. We've got Mural Minute with Seth Carroll about Marissa Kelsey-Thomas.
Welcome back, Titantown sports fans. I'm Seth Carroll, and this week we'll be featuring 8-time All-American Marissa Kelsey-Thomas. She was the second Division III pole vaulter to earn 4 straight All-American citations at the Indoor and Outdoor Championship. Kelsey-Thomas cleared 4.15 meters to win the 2017 Division III title before attempting the championship record. Kelsey-Thomas was recently inducted into the Titan Sports Hall of Fame for her accomplishments, hoisting many accolades and being an Olympic trial qualifier. Kelsey-Thomas hit the Olympic trials qualifying standard by clearing 4.48 meters. She registered her personal best during the qualifying round, clearing 4.50 meters on her third attempt at the height and securing one of the 13 spots in the finals. Let's take a look at Kelsey-Thomas's second attempt at the U.S. Olympic Team Trials.
And the yellow flag hoisted the final 15 seconds, and here she goes. And she is over a new lifetime best for Marissa Kelsey, and that is the number that she was dialed in to get this weekend, 448. Does she have her ticket punched to the Olympic trials?
That's a wrap for this week's Mural Minute. I'm Seth Carroll for Titantown Sports.
Seth Carroll there with the Mural Minute about Westminster's probably most decorated athlete up there, at least Marissa Kelsey-Thomas.
Definitely the most decorated pole vaulter for sure in Westminster history. And that will take us to View from the Tower. And do you want to do the honors, Jacob?
Yeah, Ethan Kurtz. Let's get right into it.
I'm Ethan Kurtz, currently outside of Old Main here on the Westminster College campus, the perfect spot for a view over the high school sports landscape in Lawrence and Mercer counties. It's raining outside. Some baseball and softball games have got postponed, but others were still underway. So let's get right into it. Beginning with more postseason honors from basketball season, the Trib Coach of the Year for 2A was Luann Grabowski of Neshannock, who the Trib listed second in Class 2A, with Wilmington finishing in 5th. Hickory Lacrosse beat Notre Dame Cathedral Latin from Ohio 15-6, putting the Hornets at 5-0 now on the season. Neshannock and Central Valley baseball played a thriller last Thursday, with the Lancers responding every time Central Valley scored a run. Kevin Gerlach has the winning run. Anthony Eakin was 2 for 3 with a triple as Neshannock win it 10-9. The Lancers also met Greenville. Cole Hutchinson pitched 4 innings and only allowed 1 hit for Neshannock. Casey Kincaid batted in 2 runs while pitching 4.2 innings for Greenville, but it's the Lancers 4-3 that win it. Jack Kyler drove 5 runs in, and Holden Antarok had 4 Ks in 3 innings as Shenango dominate Aliquippa 16-0. Neshannock softball's Anna Measle sealed an unbelievable 5-inning no-hitter with 12 strikeouts against Freedom. She also drove in 3 runs, and Gabby Antuano went 3 for 3 with 2 RBIs as the Lancers dominate 16-0. Mercer met West Middlesex in softball, and Lila Kimmel had a solo shot for the Big Reds. Angelina Eekman pitched 5 innings and had 11 Ks for the Mustangs, also going 2 for 4 at the plate with 4 RBIs and a home run. It's the Mustangs that win it 6-2 over West Middlesex. Mercer met Sharon in baseball. Stellar Winder had a solo home run, and Cam Woods had a 2-run bomb. Lincoln Sirocco and Woods combined for 4 Ks and 7 innings pitched. Cohen Furtick pitched for Sharon with 8 Ks and 6.2 innings. It's Mercer that win it 5-3. Sharon Cruz passed Franklin in softball. Madeline Vogan had 8 Ks and 3 innings pitched, and freshman Izzy Renner was 2 for 3 at the plate with 2 RBIs. It's the Tigers 18-0 after just 3 innings. In just 3 innings, West Middlesex handled Iroquois 15-0. Nolan Kaiser was 2 for 3 at the plate with 4 RBIs. Tyler Blanton pitched the shutout, only allowing 1 hit. Roman Golub also had a homer for the Big Reds. Hickory beat Oil City 3-1 in softball. Olivia Schneider had 3 hits, 2 RBIs, and a home run. The Hornets combined to allow just 1 hit and throw 7 Ks between Brianna Spangler and Nina Brewster. Neshannock met Greenville in baseball. Casey Kincaid had 2 RBIs and a triple for Greenville. Anthony Eakin for Neshannock was 2 for 3 at the plate with an RBI. It is the Lancers that win it 4-3 over Greenville. Olivia Williams went deep once and was 2 for 3 at the plate with 2 RBIs as Union dominated Bishop Canavan 16-0 in 3 innings. Corny Shannon pitched a 3-inning no-hitter with 8 Ks and just 1 walk. Chase Mitchelltree was 3 for 4 and closed the game for the Hounds with 2 Ks and 0 hits allowed in 1.2 innings. Freddie Zettner and Mitchelltree each had triples as Wilmington topped Hickory 6-3. Elwood City took on Beaver in non-section play. Jordan Keller was 3 for 3 with 3 RBIs, and Nate Kennedy drove in 3 runs while striking out 7 to get the win. The Wolverines are triumphant 12-2. Union only allowed 2 hits, but walks and defensive mistakes lead to a 6-4 loss against Beaver Falls in baseball. Finally, the game of the week, Neshannock softball met Laurel, riding a 53-game win streak. Though the Spartans gave an impressive effort, Laurel couldn't tame the beast that is Neshannock, as the Lancers win it 4-3 to make it 54 straight triumphs. Gianna Paglia tossed 7 Ks and had 0 walks, while Gabby Antuano had 2 RBI singles for the Lancers. That's all for sports in Titantown right now. That's the view from the tower. I'm Ethan Kurtz for WCN's Titantown Sports.
Ethan Kurtz with View from the Tower there, focusing on In the Circle and On the Diamond. Baseball and softball get underway.
Yeah, opening day, spring means baseball and softball. Love to see it here.
Yeah, how's the Tigers doing?
About 500. How those Buccos doing? Yeah, don't answer.
All right, well.
Don't answer.
You can focus on other things other than Pirates baseball by looking around Westminster College's campus for some Titan radio magnets. Ben Kelly and the rest of the WCN crew have more on that.
Easter means egg hunts, and what better egg to find than a Titan radio magnet producer? Jacob Rhoades gets us going under the dark of night. You can find these magnets all over Westminster College campus. We've got them on elevators, we've got them on ladders, we've got them on water fountains. When you find them, you're going to want to take a picture with it. Shout us out at WCN247 online. Hint, look for the Easter Bunny, obviously. And a big shout out, of course, to Ethan Schoen, graphics coordinator, with the best Easter egg hiding spot of the day. Happy Easter from all of us at WCN, Commercial Free Titan Radio, and Titantown Sports.
Be on the hunt for those magnets. They're around campus. If you find them, they're yours. And I think that'll just about do it for today's episode, Jacob.
Yeah, absolutely. I've got a lot of those magnets in my time here at Westminster College. Before we head out of here, Braylon, we got to talk about Easter candy. What's your favorite Easter candy?
I mean, that's a great. You got the Reese's eggs. You got those colored Kit Kats. There's a lot of big options. As you mentioned earlier, the chocolate bunny, year in, year out. Just a classic.
Yeah, head producer Ben Kelly talked about a 53-kilogram mini egg, and I don't know if that's much of a mini egg. It's well over 100 pounds. But
is it mini for him? I don't know. I don't know what we're doing there. It doesn't seem very mini to the rest of us.
Yeah, definitely not. 100 plus pounds, definitely not. Gonna be it.
No.
But that's going to do it for Titantown Sports today. We'll see you next week on Titantown Sports.
Hi, I'm Brittany from New Wilmington Nutrition. Thank you for watching Titantown Sports. We'll see you next week.